Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, Closet Shopping Collective. Welcome to today's live styling tutorial, live at 3. My name is Elysha, and I am so excited to be here with you today. So today I am going to talk about what to do if your style has grown outdated. And the reason that I chose this topic today is because I've been hearing from plenty of women lately that they used to be really into style or clothing, and they used to feel like they knew what they were doing, and it used to be a lot of fun for them. But now it's not like that anymore. Things have changed, they've changed, their bodies have changed, their lives have changed, and they feel very disconnected, and they're not even sure if what they're wearing looks good or is it outdated. So that's what I want to specifically talk about today. I want to talk about if you feel like your clothes have, or if your style has grown outdated. Now, first, I would like to make a distinction between the clothes outdated based on trends. Okay. So there's when you feel outdated and you're worried that what you're wearing isn't in. And this is really based on what other people are wearing or what other people are thinking. Okay. So that has to do what the people are wearing. So maybe you feel like you're outdated because the people aren't wearing what you're wearing. So for example, I remember way back, it was the mid 90s, I had a pair of square-toed, very square-toed Mary Jane shoes. They were brown. I remember them very well. And I loved them and I wore them a lot in the mid 90s. And then I stopped wearing them. And then square toes became kind of, well, you weren't really seeing them anymore, right? Nobody was wearing the square toed shoes anymore. And I stopped wearing them too. And eventually I just got rid of them because I stopped wearing them and I didn't want to wear them anymore. And I let them go. Meanwhile, square toed shoes are definitely back in, they're back in. But the point is that there's a time when nobody's wearing that thing. And then it makes you question, like, should I be wearing this? Should I not be wearing this? So that's one way to look at if you are feeling outdated. Okay. And then the other way has to do with what you're wearing and what you want to wear. Okay. So this is not about what the people are wearing, the trends. This is about what you are wearing and what you want to wear. And specifically, this is when maybe you look at yourself, maybe you catch a glimpse of yourself and you think, wow, this is how did I end up in this, right? This has nothing to do with who I am or how I want to present, right? Or maybe you look in your closet and you think the same thing. You're like, what are all these clothes? How did they get there? They have nothing to do with who I am anymore. Okay. So that's what I'm going to talk about today specifically. I'm going to talk about when you don't want to wear any of your clothes, when you look at yourself and you wonder, what am I wearing? What is this outfit? How did I end up with this? This is not my style. This is not what I'm trying to wear. This is not what I'm trying to present, right? So that's what I'm going to talk about today, because I see that this is happening with women and they don't like the clothes that they have, but the problem is that they don't know what to do about it. They don't know where to go from there, so they feel a little confused. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Is I'm going to talk about how to update your style so that you have a wardrobe, you have clothes that you want to wear and they represent who you are and they make you feel like yourself, right? So you put the clothes on and you feel good. You're like, yep, this is what I want to wear. This is who I am. This is so me. I love that. If I put something on or if I see something that I want to buy, I'm like, oh, that's so me. And that's a feeling that you may have, or you can have it. You can have that feeling when you start to look at pieces and then you know very clearly if they are you or not. All right. So, because what happens is we get busy. We get really busy with other things. Maybe it's with the kids, maybe it's with the career, maybe it's just life has gotten really busy and we forget what we love, what matters to us. We forget how we want to dress, how we show up, and it sort of becomes unimportant. It goes down the priority list and we stop caring, we stop paying attention, and that's how you end up with when you look at yourself and you're like, what is this? How did I get to this point? It's because you stop paying attention. Okay. You stop paying attention. You stop focusing on it. All right. So here's why you want to pay attention. You want to get back on track with your style so that you feel like what you're wearing represents who you are. So you feel like yourself and that you're showing others who you really are. The reason you want to do that is because when you're just wearing clothes that are like, not really you, like you just kind of put them on because they're easy, you're being held back from your full potential. You are not fully expressing yourself. Okay. I have heard from women. I had a call recently with somebody and we're talking about her closet and her wardrobe. And she says she puts on her outfit every day. It was like a cardigan and trousers, work style pants. And she looks in the mirror and she's like, this is it. This is the best I can do. Right. So that's why you want to get back in touch and figure out what your style is and how to update it to match who you are, so that you don't have that feeling like this is it. You want to feel like, yeah, this is it. This is how I'm showing up and I feel really good. All right. So the other reason that you want to do this and you want to pay attention to getting your style back on track and updating it is because whether you want to admit this or not, what we wear is being judged, right? People are looking at us and they're making judgments within, I think it's 5 seconds, maybe it's 7 seconds, maybe it's 3 seconds. I need to look at that data, but people are making judgments of you. So when you've lost track with who you are, what you're wearing, and how you're showing up, you have completely given up on that narrative. You have let go of that narrative of how you're presenting. Therefore, what others are receiving from you, you're not being intentional with that. And they're just getting some outfits from, that are outdated. They represented you before, but it's not who you want to put forward now, right? So you're giving up control of the narrative, right, of how you're presenting yourself. Okay, so that's another reason why you want to get back on track and update your style. And that is what I'm going to share with you right now. I am going to give you 3 steps so that you can do this. In fact, you'll be able to do this as soon as you finish watching this. You're going to be able to go do it immediately. And then your outfit tomorrow could potentially feel a lot better and a lot more like yourself. All right. So here's what you do. The first thing to update your style so that it looks like how you want to present is you have to reconnect to what you used to love. Okay. So the women who I talk to, then when they tell me that they used to be into clothing and style and they used to have fun and they used to know what looks good, but then that ended, it stopped because other things became more important. Go back to that time. All right. And I suggest that you look at photos. Okay. That's a really fun way to do that. So go check out some photos, see what you used to wear, and remind yourself of what you used to love. Okay. And maybe it's not a whole outfit. Maybe it's just one component of that outfit. Maybe it's just the color of a blouse that you were wearing, or maybe it's the silhouette of your pants. Okay, you can get really specific at what you look like, but look at old photos of yourself and reconnect to what it is that you used to love. Okay, and then once you do that, name it. Okay, articulate it. So I love to have my clients come up with their North Star words, and these are 3 words they use to describe how they want to look and feel every day. So I'm going to ask you to just give 1 or 2 adjectives to describe what it is that you love from that picture of what you used to wear. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of something that is in my closet. That is something, it's not a photo, but it is something that I used to love to wear. And it is this dress. Okay, you see this dress over here? It's got all this lacy stuff. All right, so this is something that I used to really love wearing. Okay, I don't wear this anymore. So if I was gonna reconnect to something that I love, I could go back and I could look at this dress and I could remember that, oh yeah, that was something I really used to love to wear. And then if I look at it really specifically, I really love the feminine details. I really love the lace, right? That still resonates with me, is the feminine details. Okay, this whole thing, not so much, but the feminine details, the lace, that is something that I can connect with and that I would like to update and bring into my style right now. So when you look at your photo, come up with 1 or 2 words that really capture the essence of what it is that you love about that outfit or that garment, and then we're going to take that into the next step. Okay, so here's mine, and mine is I love the feminine. I love the femininity of that outfit. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is, after you've reconnected to what you love and you've articulated that in 1 or 2 words, okay, your North Star words, then the next thing you want to do is you want to take inventory of who you are right now. Okay, so this means you need to take inventory of your current body. What is your current body like? All right. And another thing that's really important is you want to take inventory of your style non-negotiables. Okay. Your style non-negotiables are your clothes have a job to do, and you need to feel comfortable in your clothes. Now, you need to feel comfortable physically. So that's like weather, external circumstances, things that are outside, like location. And then you also need to feel comfortable internally. And this is about, what are you comfortable wearing? Okay. So you need to take note of what's changed. Okay. So back when you looked at that picture, you might have a different set of style non negotiables. So, for example, for me, this is not something that I would wear at all right now. I would not feel comfortable wearing this. This is like a lacy lingerie kind of thing. And that does not work with my styling non negotiables right now. I would feel very uncomfortable. Okay. So that's not, it's also super sheer. This dress is very sheer. It's very it's very light and flimsy. Okay. I used to wear this when I was fun girl 20, probably like 25, 26. I'd be riding my bike at night, looking for action on the Lower East Side or the East Village of Manhattan, right? This is what I wore. Okay. So anyhow, I'm not going to feel comfortable if I wear something like that. All right. So that's what I want you to do, is I want you to think about, what are your styling non-negotiables and what do you feel comfortable with? What's changed, right? What you used to wear, maybe that's not comfortable anymore. So I want you to take note of that. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The part about adapting to your body, this is also really important. Okay. So I have a client who I worked with, and her body has changed. She gained more weight in her middle. And what happened was, the clothes that she used to love wearing, they didn't feel comfortable on her anymore. The way that her pants would dig into her waist, it felt very uncomfortable. And then her flesh would go over on top of the pants, right? So this is another part, what I'm saying, that you need to take inventory of your body, right? So if your body has changed, how has it changed? So for example, for my client, what we did was we changed the rise of her pants, and she started to wear higher rise pants. So now that flesh no longer goes over the top of her pants, but instead the waistline of the pants comes higher. So she feels way more supported. Okay. So you want to adapt your style so that it aligns with your current body. Okay. Because what happens is, and I know that this happens to women because they tell me, is that the body changes and they don't know how to adapt it. So they just give up and they just put on the leggings, they put on the big shirt, and that's it. And that's where it ends. That's where their style ends. It ends in the leggings and the big shirt because they didn't know what else to do. All right. So there's so many options. There's so many possibilities. I've seen every single body, no matter what shape, no matter what size. There are several options and styles that can look good on every body. So I promise you that if you're in that situation where your body has changed and you're feeling uncomfortable in your clothes and you've just kind of given up, I promise you that there are many, many options for you that you probably haven't even considered yet. And this is what I do with my clients all the time, is I show them, I present them all those options. Okay. So step number 1 is reconnect to what you used to love. Step number 2 is take inventory of where you are today. This includes what your body shape is and what your comfort level is, right? Your styling non-negotiables. What are you comfortable wearing? Step 3, this is the really fun part. This is when you go into your closet and you take the 1 or 2 words, the North Star words that you came up with, and that's when you go pick something out of your closet that aligns with those words, and then you're going to make an outfit that feels good, that feels like something you want to wear. So you take that original photo, but you modernize it, you update it to work for you now. So, for example, I took this lacy little camisole, right? Remember, my word was feminine details, right? So that's what I'm wearing right now. This is just like a really lacy camisole. So that aligns with the femininity that I loved back then when I was fun girl, 26-year-old fun girl, right? But because it was uncomfortable for me to wear lingerie as my outfit, I put it on as an underpinning, right? So it's just an underpinning. So what I did was I just modernized this whole outfit, right? So I took the camisole and I put it on to, these are my fun jeans, and I put it into an outfit that feels good for me right now. Okay, so that's what you're going to do, is you're going to go with the what you used to love, and then you're going to update that with the clothes in your closet that you want to wear. Okay, and if you discover that you actually don't have anything in there that you want to wear, then that's how you're going to come up with your shopping list. You're going to note. So, for example, let's say I didn't have this lacy camisole, then that would go on my list. You know what? I like feminine details. So then when I'm shopping, I would be very focused about what I'm looking for. I'm focused on finding feminine details because I love that. That reminds me of what I love. Okay. Because you always want to be very focused when you're shopping. Otherwise, it can get overwhelming. And also, if you're not focused, that's how you just end up buying things that catch your eye and they really have nothing to do with your style. Okay. So that's how you update your style so that it is aligned with who you are today and what you want to wear. And you show up presenting as the person who you currently are and who you want to be. Now, I realize that this may sound confusing and you may wonder, well, I like the feminine or I like this, but I don't know how to make that look good on me now. I don't want to wear the styles that I used to wear, but I don't know how to modernize that or update that so it works for my style today. And I totally understand that you may feel like that. And I just want you to know that you do not have to do this alone. I can help you. And that starts with one conversation. So I invite you to join me on a complimentary style clarity call. We'll get on Zoom. We'll discuss your style. We will talk about what you love, your personal preferences, your taste, and we'll talk about how to bring that up to date into a style that gives you confidence and you look really good in it. All right. So I am going to put the link over here for you to book your complimentary call. And I look forward to chatting with you on Zoom. I just had a call actually right before I came on here. And it's always so fun. Every time we both pop on with our faces, I always feel a little excited because we spend so much time online nowadays. So whenever I see someone on Zoom and it's a real person, it always feels exciting to me. So I would love to see you on Zoom, and I've just shared the link. So definitely book your call. And that's it. Those are the 3 steps to update your style. I would love to hear what you used to love wearing. Like, I love the feminine details. Feel free to share in the comments. Tell me what your style was. And I'd love to hear your plan for how you're going to update it so that you feel more current to who you are today. All right. So thanks so much. I will be back here next week with another live at 3, and I will continue to show up every day in the group with those fun prompts. All right. So I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.